Hi guys, so we're going to backtest the Ultra Pro on the weekly chart. So this is a 3-time leveraged NASDAQ that I like to trade, and we're going to apply the same concepts that we used in our last video. So we're going to draw on here where the pullbacks are and the legs, and they're going to let us know where we are going. What do you see here? I see a major low, a pullback, then a lower low, and then a lower high. And then let's just look here, and then this is an internal higher low, and then we made a higher high, and then we went back down. So we are still within this range here. So we're still trending within this range, but the internal structure is bearish. So if we fib from this high to this low, we get a 50% area, and we're getting initially rejected. So if we go above the 50, then we may go to this high, and if we close above this high, then we are going to be bullish. If we close below this low, and especially this low, then the trend will be bearish. If we're looking for entries, then right now we're bearish. That is what we're seeing, a higher high here and a lower low, and then the internal structure is bearish. So let's see what happens. So this candle here, strongly bullish. Likely we're going to test this high up here. Let's just see what happens. Okay, we sold off. Okay, that's not unexpected because we're internally bearish. But what we have to watch out for is this leg here. This is also 50%. Okay, so this is an up leg and then a down leg. If we close above this high here, we're bullish. If we close below this low here, we've confirmed bearish. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we have closed above both highs here. So we are now internally bullish, majorly bearish. So let's just put this like this so you can see what's happening. So what might we do? Often price comes up, retests, and goes back up. So we could look right now for a continuation move, at least to this high. Okay, so let's see what happens. Do we pull back? Yeah, there we go. There's the entry right there. This one here. This is a bullish entry. We could even, let's say, enter and stop loss there. And then if we are going to target a target, we could target up here to the measured move. So that's a 2-to-1. Or then we could expand this to this, and then we could target up here. So this would be a 3.8-to-1. Let's do that. Let's target that. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we've gone up. We've now closed above this high. So remember, this was high, and this was the low. And all this in here was the internal structure. Right now, we just put the fib on. We can fib from the main leg, which is this one, and a 50% retracement would be normal to there. Or what we could additionally do is fib from the leg that creates the pullback. And often you'll find with NASDAQ that you get periods where price is strong and you get strong bullish channels, and there's not often a larger 50% pullback. So you can use these smaller legs to get in. Let's just see what happens. So more than likely, we're going to go up, pull back to the level, and then continue. So let's just see what happens. Okay, right. So look, 50% pullback of this leg, which is perfectly normal. We could do an add-on trade there. 3-to-1 risk reward. Let's see what happens, shall we? We've hit our take profit on both trades. Just going to delete those so we can see what's going on with the price action. The moving averages now turn green. You can see here that we've got a pullback leg here as well. We're going up, and then we've also pulled back to there. We could look for an entry 50% of this leg here, targeting this measured move up here, or we could target a 50% pullback of this whole move. So we do have to bear that in mind too. Let's just put on the structure. So we've got high, no entry yet. Here we go, 50% of this pullback leg. This could be an entry for us. We're waiting for a bullish candle. That's not a bullish candle. That's a bearish candle. Still bearish. Okay, so we got a 50% pullback of this leg. Let's just 50% the whole leg. This could be potentially a 50% retracement of this strong bullish leg. So what we're doing is we're waiting for a bullish sign from here to confirm. So that is a bullish sign. I'm going to enter 50% of that candle. I'm going to target this area up here. This is 4.25 to 1. So let's just see what happens. We are in that trade now. Let's see what happens. If you notice, we're going to put this high to up here, and then we've not actually closed above this high. But what we are doing is pulling back 50% of this minor pullback leg. So we've gone up, pulled back 50%, gone up, pulled back 50%. We're likely to go up, pull back, and then hit our target. Okay, so let's just see what happens there. Pull back at 50%, we're going down, hit our stop loss. So we are not infallible. We will take losses. We can't win all the time. Trading is about probabilities. 100% probability of a trade winning is not possible. I'm happy with a 50% win rate. We did not close above here, so that was a sign that we may turn around. We broke the 50% here, and we've now formed a high up here. We've closed below here. This is now the low. We've put our 50% on. This is a bearish leg, and we can expect price to come up, sell off at the 50, and form a new lower low, and this will become the lower high. If we come up to here and we show strong bullishness, then we may be going up, but let's see what happens. Okay, so that is a very strong bullish candle. We're in this supply zone, so that may get a reaction there. Let's just have a look. That's right. So we've closed strongly above 50%. This more than likely is not going to come down to this low. Revisit this, put this. If we close above here, then this will become new high, and this will become higher low. Okay, let's just see what happens. So we've not closed above yet. Let's just bear that in mind. So here we have, let's just check whether we closed above or not. I don't think we did, This is what can happen. We went up, we didn't close above, and then we come back down. So this now becomes the high transfer. Okay, this is the key high. This is the lower low. So we've got down leg, up, down. So this becomes the new lower low. So close above here. This is where the bullish trend will continue. But right now we are looking bearish. So let's put our fib on. So perfectly normal would price would be coming to this zone here between the 50% and the low of the previous lower low. So that would be pretty normal. So we could come down, bounce, come down to this zone and keep going. Okay, so you can see here that's exactly what price did. So this was testing of the order flow. Price came up and sold off. So let's just put this here. So we're still bearish. Okay, so now we've got a up leg, a down leg, an up leg. Okay, so the other thing to worry about here is you've got another order flow zone. So let's put this in red because we know that this is going to sell. And it's also coming up into these red moving averages, which have turned from green to red. So we're still bearish. Let's just see what happens. So this is a 50% pullback of this leg from here to here. So 50% pullback from this leg to this leg. If we close below this, pull back 50%, the bearish trend continues. Okay, so we've closed below. We're expecting a 50% pullback from here to here. Okay, and then continuation of the trend. Let's just bear in mind our target. Our target is around here. Okay, so we closed above here. We didn't see any bearish candles. This is a close above this higher high. So this becomes the lower high range. So this is the higher though. So we're looking bullish right now. Okay, so now we can look for a 50% pullback of this leg. Price is likely to come within this zone here. I'm going to put this in green for our zones, and we'll look for an entry. So price has come down, you see, and I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. Okay, cool. So we're going to enter right there, stop loss there, and we're going to target 3.44 here. Stopped out. No worries. That's all good. So remember, 50% of this leg is also a valid buy entry. So I'm just going to remove this one to make it clearer, move this one to make it clearer. So internal structure right now is looking bullish because we've gone up, pulled back, gone up, pulled back, didn't close below, so it's bullish. We've gone up, pulled back, gone up, pulled back. Okay, so I'm predicting this happens. So put an entry there, target this area. This is 5 to 1. So you see the internal structure is bullish. We've gone up, pulled back 50%, closed above. Pulled back 50%, and we should do this. This is what we should be expecting because the internal structure is still bullish. Okay, let's just go up. Nice, hit our take profit, 5 to 1. Very good. So we took a loss, I think it was around here. We took a no loss around here, and now we've gained 71% gain on the TQQQ. Let's just put on what we know about the structure right now. This was the key high that we've closed above. Okay, we've closed above this high. This is currently the high, mostly no pullbacks in that leg. But then we had this internal structure. Again, this was confirmation here. I just want to make a point. We had some distribution, accumulation, and then what happened was we had a really strong breakout phase. And you can see here that we've got one here and we've got one here. And this is what happens in TQQQ and NASDAQ, is that you often get these strong bullish momentums that you have to watch out for. So you get no pullback, then you get a pullback here, and then you keep going up. All right, so what should we be expecting? Well, we should be expecting a 50% pullback of this leg at some point. Now, we tried to pull back to the previous high, the breakout retest entry, but I'm expecting price to pull back at least 50% of this leg. Okay, so we'll watch out for that one. All right, so I'm going to put a line where that 50% is. As we go up, I'll move it up. So there we go, we've got a pullback. So where might price go? Price might come back to this 50% here and keep going, or it might come for a deeper retracement and then go up. Okay, so we have to be prepared for both outcomes. And what I'll do is I'll follow the candles. So we've got a strong bearish bar there, and then we'll see how this candle closes. So that's bearish, no entry yet, bearish, and a bullish candle. Okay, so now we can enter 50% of that, and we can target. I'm just going to move this up here, going to target up there, which is 3.8 to 1. Okay, so we have been stopped out there. Okay, so we're likely coming back for a entry at this 50% area. Well, let's just, there we go, 50% pullback, and then see how it closes. So price, what price might do is it might come down, pull back, and then keep going down. So we'll just wait for extra confirmation before going long. Okay, so now this could be a nice entry here. So moving average is green, so we are in a bullish trend, and we're going to target This is going to be 4 to 1 to the highs. We're going to target the high. So let's just delete some of this mess. So we had 2 options there, which is coming down to the 50%. So let's just see what happens. So internal structure is now bullish. We've gone up and pull back, gone up, pull back, gone up, pull back, gone up. Let's see what happens, okay? Target achieved. So that was a 4-1-1 risk reward trade. Gained 40% over, how long was that? That trade was around 17 weeks long. Not too bad, just holding on to that trade. Okay, so I'm just going to remove these trades here and here and remove this red line so we're aware of what's going on. So what we've got here now, what do you see? So we've got higher high, and let's just check, have we closed above? Not yet. There we are. That's confirmation of the bullish trend continuing. This is the higher low. So we're still looking bullish on TQQQ. What should we expect? We should expect a 50% pullback on this leg, and then we can look at the individual legs of pullback. So we pull back and now we're going up. We could keep going, pull back, and then continue 50% of this leg. All right, so let's just see what happens. Okay, that's 50% pullback of this leg. Let's just wait for some signs of bullishness. That's not enough for me. Okay, so we close below this low. So internally we are potentially bearish. We just need to wait for this candle to close. So that is bearish. So we've gone down, pulled back, gone down. So we made a new lower low. So we can expect a 50% pullback of this leg from here to keep going down potentially. Let's just see what happens. There we go. So did you see that? Very quick pull back to that 50% and fall down. Now we are at this 50% pullback of this whole leg. So now we're looking for a sign that we are bullish. Right now we are very bearish. We've got no signs of bullishness. We are bearish. Price is going down. Now price can come all the way down to this 50% area and still turn around. If we close below this higher low, then we can say we are bearish. But right now we are still bullish. We're waiting for small shoots of bullishness. There we are. We've got it. Okay, so this is now we can enter. Now this is quite a large candle, so I'm just going to enter there with a smaller stop loss, and I'm going to target the high here. So this is a 3-to-1 risk reward trade. Let's just see how this pans out. Okay, bullishness, price is going up, price is going up. We're forming internal structure, so we've gone up, we've pulled back, we've gone up, and these are all minor pullbacks. We've gone up, pulled back, so it's still looking a nice trade. Okay, so there we go. Our trade has just been filled. Very good. So that was a 30% gain over. This one took a bit longer, though. This was 23 weeks, so roughly half a year for 30% gain. So hopefully you've got a sense of reading the internal structure, reading the major structure, and waiting for signs of bullishness before entering. Okay, so if we zoom out, you can see how price had been making higher highs and higher lows. Here we were more bearish than bullish, but then the internal structure gave us a clue that we were going up. And this methodology works on gold, it works on stocks, it works on crypto, It works on all sorts of different assets. Let me know if you have any comments and I'll be happy to answer them.